Good morning, everybody. Gosh, I can't even tell you how excited I am to show this book. I was telling you the other day, I did just a little quick preview a couple days ago to let you know this book was coming up. And I was telling in that I started out wanting to do a really bright book. Flashy, bright, fun. My books are all neutral, kind of monotone. Everything kind of complements each other. It's just, they're real soft and muted colors and all that. But I had been following, or as I could, I'd see her pictures. This woman, I hope you can see that okay. It's Marge, M-A-R-G-E, G-A-T-D-U-L-A. And she's in our group, Junk Journals from Grandma with Love, and she's in other groups, and I can't think which ones right now, but I've seen her all over the place. But she's been making junk books for years, and they're just real thin junk books. They only have like 20 pages, and they don't have a lot of stuff in them. They're pretty flat little books, but they are so cute and so fun. So I thought I wanted to do one. So I started gathering up some bright colored papers and just this and that, and some different kinds of images and things that I hadn't used before. And even fabric. I got out a lot of red, and red's not me. I'm more beige, black, off-white. But I got out all this bright stuff and started the book. When I got started, I thought, and it was looking pretty good. So I thought, oh my goodness, I'm finally going to do one of these experiments, and it's going to turn out right. But the more I worked on the book, the more it took on another personality. So I hate it when people go on and don't even open the book. Let's open the book and get started here, and I'll show you something. But when I got started on the book, it just started taking on another personality, and I don't know what happened. Oh my goodness. Next thing I knew, I had another big grandma book, warm and fuzzy grandma book. Let me see if I can move this just a little further. Hang on. Probably knock it off the table with my luck. But I'm just going to do a quick flip through here. When I was wrapping this up this morning, this crazy thought came into my head. This book is so messy. It is so crammed. Stuff's hanging over everywhere. I love messy books like this, as long as they look good inside. But I was thinking when I was wrapping this up, this book reminds me of, and this maybe hasn't happened to 99.9% of you. It hasn't happened to me, but if it happened to me, we're just going to pretend here. If this happened to me, if I had a really big problem and I called up maybe the preacher or maybe the Pope, and I said, I've got a really big problem. I need you to send me somebody to talk to me that can just really sit down with me and explain some things, maybe help me work through my problem. So if I did that, and he said, okie dokie, send somebody right over. So if I did that, and then he said, I'll send you two people. You can pick which one you want. So they get out of the car, and one is all fancy-dancy, with holding a Bible, and it's all pristine, doesn't have a mark in it, all shiny and pretty. And then this old woman gets out the other side of the car, and she comes walking up with her Bible all glued and tied together. And all kind of junk falling out of it, and just stuff hanging over everywhere. And it looks like that Bible has been through World War II. You know what I'd do? I'd tell that pristine young man to get your rear end back in that car and head back to wherever you came from, because I'm talking to this old woman with this old messy book. I know, nobody has a mind that works like me. I'm very special in that way. Anyway, let's get going here. This is the messiest book. It started out, I was going to call her Gypsy. But goodness, it didn't take very long, and I could see right away Gypsy wasn't going to work. So Gypsy slowly turned into a warm and fuzzy book, and I thought, my goodness, this is not Gypsy. What am I going to name her now? So I was thinking and going through it and looking at the pages, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is one moment in time. That's what this book is. So that's what I'm calling her, One Moment in Time. So I'm just going to do a quick thing. I've said that 9 times already this morning, and I got to get done. I've got a lot to do today. Got to get in the garden today. But it just has a lot of warm and fuzzy stuff in it. A lot of stuff I've never used before. A lot of free printables. It is just, I've said this so many times, but this probably is my favorite book. It's just very bright on the outside. And then in here, Home Indeed. And I'm not going to read any of this because I have got to get done and get busy here today. And then a doily here. I like to do the big doilies. I like lots of doilies. I like lots of stuff. I want the book to really look like it's, means something. Or see, this is a simple woman's journal. And on the back, now I've used this before, it says, he said, write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year, and that just goes on and on. But, there's some writing spaces in here. This is quaint. Quaint is a small wooden cottage filled with snuggly nooks, tablecloth your grandma sewed, dusty, well-loved books. And it says blessed. And then just love, 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 and hearts. I love the word love. I love that, love is the answer to everything in my book, pretty much. Love and prayer. And then this, I love this. Love that image. That's a free printable. This is some of the bunnies I bought, and I forget the name, but it's in the video, 2 videos ago, I told where I got all those bunnies. Got them on Etsy, and I was able to find them, praise the Lord. Okay, Floral Treasures. It's just, I wanted to put some old calendar pieces in here, and this is from 1898. That's a free printable. Another bunny. Lots of bunnies and bows in this book. Love the doilies. Love the heart doilies. Love hearts. Love, love. This is a little, oh gosh, I meant to look her up. This is the poem, or a writing, oh my goodness gracious, my brain is scrambled. It's too early in the morning. A letter from a journal maker, I think is what it's called. And I'm thinking Judith Sanderson does these. I'm not sure. Don't hold me on that. But just go to Etsy. I got it off of Etsy. Somebody asked me where it was, and I had never heard of it, so I went looking for it. I found it for both of us, so I bought one, and I'm sure she bought some too, but I bought one. It's just one printable. You print it off, 99 cents. And then I made some different sizes. But it's a really sweet. I'm not going to open it up. I just made a little book and tucked it in there. Letter from a journal maker. Another bunny. One moment in time. Just give me one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away and all of the answers are all up to me. Okay, more images. Another old calendar. Another old calendar on this side. And look, I just tucked some tissue in there. Just ironed it, battered it, gave it a good beating. Spritzed it with some coffee and ironed it again. And got that stuck right there. I'll get that. Okay. And then we're just going to keep on moving on. I got the book done, and I just thought, gosh, this book is so old looking and so grandma-y looking. I thought, it's got to have some quilts in it. So I got out I'm almost out of cutter quilts. If anybody's got any cutter quilts for sale, send me a picture. Private message me. Oh my gosh. But I got out the last old cutter quilt I had, and it's a small piece, and I cut a piece off of it and made this little pocket. And it is just filled with poems about quilts and all kind of old stuff. I hope I'm getting this all in there, because goodness, I can't do it over today. And then I just stuck it in there. There's some surprises in here, and I'm not going to say where they are. If you see a flap or something laid down, look under it, because there are some surprises in here that I'm not even going to show, because they are for the person that this is going to find. Good old days. This is just tons of old readings in here, thought-provoking stuff, just all kinds of stuff. And there's some in there that I have never used before. And then this is what is that? For the highs and lows. I've used that one before too. And this is just another page. All things grow with love. And then the little girl's in the old, old garden. That's an old, old image. And that was a free printable. I think it was, or did I buy that? I just bought some new things last week. Didn't write down where I got them, but they're on Etsy. But I don't remember if that was one of them or if that was a free printable. Time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters, and oh my goodness, that is so true. So this is the book. This is, oh my gosh, I really hate to let this book go, but it's going. So I just want to throw this out there. If you'd like a book like this of any size, we'll work within your budget. If your budget isn't, if you need a really cheap book like $35 or $40, which I understand, it won't have very many pages, but each page that it does have will be stuffed just like this. So that's it. I didn't even count the pages in the book. I have no idea. I think there's about 30 or 40 pages in, and I missed some of the stuff. I was just trying to hurry because I want to get done and get this uploaded and get on with my day. Got to get my things done inside so I can get outside as soon as it warms up. Okay. Hope you all have a super duper grand and groovy day. Hope you get a little kindness and spread a little kindness absolutely everywhere you go. Everybody we face on every single day, if we're out and about in the world, everybody's got their own problems. They're carrying their own load. A lot of people are carrying loads that they don't even want to discuss with you, but they need a little kindness. Sometimes just a smile or a kind word can make all the difference in the world. So I'm going to try to have a video coming up for you pretty soon. I thought I would do, someone wanted to know how to do the little friendship angels. So I thought I would do a video on that, and I may try to do that in the next day or two. I'll see. I did tell her and where I got my little pieces. I mean, they're pretty quick, really. But I'll see what I can do on that. And then I'll be on to another book. But if you want one of these old priceless books, any size, from small to big, just let me know. Okay. You can find me on Facebook, Kay Comer on Facebook. I'm in the Junk Journal group, Junk Journals from Grandma with Love. Follow my stories on Facebook. I do a story almost every day. I may not get to today because I'm running late today. But I try to, and they're inspirational, motivational, and sometimes funny. It's just I'm always in one mess or another. I'm in one right now that's a doozy if I could just tell you about it, but I can't. But anyway. Okay. We've been through all that stuff. Little, give the hugs, give the smiles, all that stuff. Okay, talk to you soon. Love and hugs.